This episode of WDW Today is being sponsored by WDWWallpaper.com, which is a great app on iTunes you can buy for 99 cents. Enjoy pictures from Walt Disney World on your iPhone, iPad, or iTouch. Enjoy the magic of Disney World every day. WDW Pix brings over 40 high-quality photos to your device to use as backgrounds and wallpapers. Wallpapers from the Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and the Disney Resorts, as well as you can also purchase prints of those images right at their website, WDWWallpaper.com.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Monday, September 20th, 2010, and this is episode 775 of WDW Today. I'm Matt Hochberg of StudioCentral.com. Joining me on today's show is Mike Scopa, a senior feature writer and blogger for alleears.net. Welcome, Mike.
And what's a trip to the English countryside without saying hello to someone named Trevor?
Hello,
Trevor. Hello,
Take
Trevor.
care.
I looked as hard as I could for someone named Trevor when I was there. Couldn't find anyone.
You were there for 3 weeks.
Timekeeper is right.
Yeah.
Also, rejoining us once again, it's Len Testa, co-author of The Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World. And let me tell you something, Len. I hope your trip was good.
It was.
I have two questions for you. One, is Norway as boring as the video portrays it to be?
Hey.
Wait.
Norway was
The Norwegian.
a couple things. So one, Norway was awesome. Two, the most beautiful people in the world I've ever seen live in Norway. So, like,
Haven't seen you
Matt's not
lately, have you?
invited.
no, Norway, Norwegians, all of them are. Ellen Nordgren, Tiger Woods' wife, she's like a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10 in Norway. Like, she's beautiful outside of Norway. No, they're like, yeah, I don't know what he sees in her. She's nothing special, right? In Norway, if I walk down the street with a cup of coffee, people think that I'm the victim of some industrial accident, and they try and put coins in my coffee.
What do they call a cheeseburger in Norway?
A Royale with cheese, and it's $12. A Big
wow.
Mac and a Coke is $12 in Norway.
Wow.
$12. I had a pizza one night. A pizza, like a 9-inch pizza. I'm sorry, a 20-centimeter pizza. Whatever the hell that is, right? The waitress is explaining to me, and as soon as she said centimeter, I said centimeter. Hello, American. But
Curtail to my needs.
I'm like, it's not that I'm being patronizing. I just don't understand your metric system, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I went hiking in the woods north of Oslo, and I downloaded an app to my iPhone the night before. And halfway through my hike, like 6 miles out of town, in the middle of nowhere, and it was raining. I realized that I just put my entire life into the hands of some application that was free on the internet.
Well, I'll tell you, Len, we had a great obituary written for you, but guess what, Newell, just put it back, man. We'll get it some other time.
Put it back. It's on hold. Anyway, we'll have to talk about the actual theme parks I visited at some other time.
Also joining us on today's show is Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Matt, it's very comforting to know that tonight I can sleep without worrying about my phone going off at 3 in the morning,
4
at
o'clock
4
in the morning.
Yep.
So that's right. So okay. So for our listeners who didn't get it, I texted Newell about 2 weeks ago. I texted him at 5 o'clock in the morning to tell him that Legoland in Windsor, UK, plays Epcot's opening music in one of their lands, and they do.
You texted us the other day, also.
Oh yeah. I got on my flight. Oh yeah. Like what was it? Like
31.
31.
Whatever.
4:31. Everybody knows the time.
4:30. Well, I'm actually going to play that number tomorrow. 431.
I was just surprised they let me back in the States.
Also joining us on today's show is the fabulous Annette Owens, a manager of customer relations and group services for MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Welcome to the show, Annette.
Hey, and all 5 of us are here. How cool is this?
I know.
It's been a while.
Been a long time.
And today we're going to be talking about Mickey's Not So Scare Halloween Party. It's an annual event that goes on in the Magic Kingdom, a hard ticket party. And we've got some questions some of you have sent in about the party. But I wanted to actually, before we get to those, I wanted to raise the biggest question, the question I hear all the time about Mickey's Not So Scare Halloween Party. The question, I know the answer is not 42. Is the party worth the money? Mike Scopa, what's your answer when people ask? I'm sure you get that question quite often. You know, is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party worth it?
I get it all the time, Matt, and it's the answer is pretty much the answer that we like to give for almost all the special events down there, and that is that it's worth going at least once, because you never know what elements or components of the party would be special for an individual. for instance, there may be someone out there who just loves a great Halloween parade. And if so, then that's where you go for this great Halloween parade. There may be somebody out there who just loves to dress up and see people in costumes. This is the place to go. There may be somebody out there who just loves crazy fireworks. This is the place to go. And there may be someone who just loves candy. This is the place to go. So what I normally say is try it at least once. However, if you can, what you want to do is you want to try to go and try to get the best price you can. And it's not always easy to do that. So you have to be a little proactive in trying to get the best ticket price for that party.
Yeah, I went to the party on this past Saturday, excuse me. And this was for 2010, and it's the same basic event it's been for the past couple of years. The only change that I noticed was that there's no more dance party in Fantasyland by Ariel's Grotto. It's now in the Diamond Horseshoe. So other than that, same exact party it's been for many years. So I know many people are always concerned that maybe it's different this year and they don't want to miss out something. But I totally agree with what you said, Scopa.
So you have all the chocolate sitting around you right now. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Something like that.
I was waiting for Scopa to throw in, and there may be someone who has costumes for 4 out of the 5 village people in their closet. I didn't hear that one, Mike. Were you just were you saving that one or no?
That's going to be in my blog.
Okay, all right. All right, just checking. Go ahead.
All right, let's get things started with our questions from our listeners. And the first one's from Nicholas from La Mirada, California. Newell, perhaps that's from near Doritos, California.
It could be near Doritos.
And Nicholas writes, "Hey gang, especially you, Annette. I noticed on the touring plans, ding ding, crowd calendar, a recent September update now lists the Magic Kingdom as a park to avoid on almost all the nights of the Halloween party. This partly makes sense. Guests who will be at the Magic Kingdom in the evening might be more likely to spend the day there. On the other hand, guests who aren't going to the party might see the early closing time and go to a different park that day. Does it all even out? What do you think? Obviously, you guys have the numbers and don't lie."
So it's the reason why we don't recommend the Magic Kingdom on days where it's got a special event like the Halloween party or the Christmas party, in fact, is because the park closes at 7 p.m. And it's not because of crowds. It's because the park closes early and you're not getting a complete day's worth of hours for the money you're paying for the ticket. In terms of crowds, days that the Magic Kingdom has the parties are in the bottom 30% of all days for the year. So they're relatively uncrowded. It's just the fact that you can't stay as long as you might otherwise. That's why we don't recommend it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on to our next question. It's from Kevin in Kentucky, who writes, "What is the window of time between the last day of the parks decorated for Halloween and the first day that they're decorated for Christmas? Could you plan a stay and see both themings? And if so, how long would you have to stay for that? Love the show. Keep up the great work. I will look forward to seeing you at the house enjoying your waffles."
Nice. It's got to be less than 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because the last Halloween party is November 1st. So I'm guessing that night they start taking the jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, it is November 1st. I wonder if there's a discount for that night. I wonder if there's
or is it the first party of 2011?
It could be that. I want to get a jump on next year. I think that you're right, Len. I think it's probably right around. I'm guessing that the last remnants of any Halloween decorations are probably right around November 10th, maybe.
The first, so the last Halloween party is the 1st, and exactly 1 week later, on the 8th, the first Christmas party begins. So you have to stay 7 days.
Yeah, the interesting thing is,
that's awesome. That's only a week.
yeah, some of the Christmas stuff is already going to be up by that point. You're going to have the Osborne lights are going to be pretty much almost all the way up. The castle lights are going to be pretty much all the way up. It's just that they roll out the secondary stuff, like the stuff in the resorts and everything like that. You'll see the switch over. The merchandise, you'll see the switch over.
On the 8th.
Right.
Yeah.
Next email is from Danielle from Vermont. "Hi, everyone. My family is planning a trip to Walt Disney World in October, staying in a pirate-themed room in the Caribbean beach. Is Thursday or Sunday a better bet for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party?" Let's start with that question. Thursday or Sunday?
Ooh, they're both school nights, so unless you're talking about the Sunday that is Halloween itself, I think generally speaking, actually the Thursday before Halloween probably not good either. Other than that, I think they're both going to be about the same. I'm looking at the crowd calendar. I don't see any major differences between those days.
Scopa?
I'm going to say Sunday, only because Sunday's a transition day. It's a travel day, and I'm guessing there are not that many guests in the rooms, and so
Sure.
I'm thinking that jumping on what Len said, it's a school night, so locals may not be there on a Sunday night, and I'm also thinking that it's a travel day, so it's a transition day. So I'm guessing Sunday night is going to be less. I've been there. I remember one year I went 2 nights. I went on a Thursday and a Sunday. And because I wanted to take a look at the crowds, and Sunday was a little bit less, not that much, but it was enough that I noticed a difference. So yeah, I'd say that's the Sunday, but again, getting back to Len, not Halloween Sunday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wondering if any of you have been on the haunted horse carriage ride in Fort Wilderness, and if so, how scary is it, and what's the recommended age range for that? I haven't done that. Has anyone done that?
I've not been on it, but I can't imagine it's too scary.
Yeah, it's Disney. I mean, it's not like Universal where they.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're throwing ox blood out at you.
chainsaws.
So no one's done it.
No.
Okay, we'll have to check that out.
Danielle will have to try and let us know what it was like.
Yeah,
Oxblood.
Danielle also wants to know any creative ways to celebrate Halloween at Walt Disney World. Any restaurants or resorts have special theming?
I don't think the restaurants
Starbucks
do.
just rolled out its pumpkin spice latte like 2 months ago.
Well.
Well, hey,
But so you might see pumpkin cheesecake at starting to appear in the autumn at more.
Well, Liberty Tree Tavern. Anything going on? No. They don't
No,
test it?
I don't think so. No. Oh, they should, shouldn't they? Because that'd be the perfect sort of.
As you get closer to Halloween, though, many of the guests staying at Fort Wilderness do decorate their RVs and stuff out with Halloween stuff. I've already seen a couple, but right now in September, it's still very, very early. But I think the last maybe 2 weeks of October, you could expect to see a lot of decorations. They're not on the same level as the Christmas decorations that go on over there, but
Right.
it might be worth going over there, going to Hoop-de-Doo, and then walking around later and checking everything out.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. While you're doing the hayride,
Exactly. Yeah, kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
there you go.
I like birds.
Next email is from Carrie in Missouri, who writes, I'm wondering about planning a trip in the fall. The last week of September 2011, my family and I don't celebrate Halloween, and we're wanting to know which parks are safe choices for not seeing spooky characters at Halloween parties. Will wishes be going on at the Magic Kingdom, or will it be hollow wishes every night?
Well, that's a good question. So I think that none of the other parks are. I don't know. What does the studios do, Matt, for Halloween? Anything?
Nothing merchandise, nothing.
Nah. Yeah. So I don't think. Epcot's not doing much. The Animal Kingdom's not doing much. It's really just the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and it's not hollow wishes is only shown at the party. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So any other night, you're just seeing regular wishes.
That's not true for Christmas, though, right? For Christmas, they actually end up showing
Right.
after the 21st or something. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. Annette,
Yeah.
you were going to say something?
Well, I was going to say, as to the spooky characters, just the times I've been there, you see more people trying to be cast members, trying to be the princess and trying to be, Disney characters. I haven't seen very spooky.
My princess costume last year was fabulous.
Okay, maybe Lynn and a princess, never mind. They're with the spooky.
Thank you.
Shave your legs this year, Lynn.
It's all in the eyeshadow.
Just wax them.
That's what makes someone spooky. Go ahead.
Annette, what's your favorite part of the Halloween party?
Besides all the chocolate?
Okay, yeah.
I just like that time of year, being able to get in the park when it's dark. That's my favorite time to be in the Magic Kingdom, is when the lights are all on and you get that feel. So for me, it's just walking around with the feel of fall in the air and looking at I like to actually look at all the costumes. It's more that for me than it is getting on the rides and doing any of the shows. It's just the feel of the park
And the feel of a bag of chocolate.
and eating chocolate while doing it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very good. That's one more question. It's from Paul Stewart, Seattle, Washington. This is just a question about the time of year more than anything. But I meant to send this question earlier, but thought about saving it for the live show since it might be nice to have an answer this year. And then the day it was to send it in, Mr. Newell starts pulling questions from the top of the pile. So I guess here's your way to say welcome back. My wife and I are off to the world in October 2010 and had originally planned to stay at Boardwalk since that's where we stayed 2 years ago when I proposed. We decided to switch to Wilderness Lodge club level to save a little money and take advantage of the club level amenities since we enjoyed the boardwalk. We were lucky on that boardwalk trip that we got upgraded into a garden suite, which I suspect would not happen again, so we thought we might be disappointed by anything that we'd be getting this time at the boardwalk. It was a savings of about $400, but at the cost of being able to walk to and stagger back from Epcot at the Food and Wine Festival. We'll also be relying on Disney transportation. We do plan on trying Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party this year. In previous years, we had done the much more scary Universal Halloween Horror Nights, which will, of course, going to those parties will be more convenient from Wilderness Lodge. So did we make a good choice? How is the club level at Wilderness Lodge?
You stayed there, Matt.
Yeah, the Wilderness Lodge club level is not bad. My problem with it is not open 24 hours like the Polynesians is. It's what's nice about it is that you have your own floor on the Wilderness Lodge level, so it's only everyone else on that level is there for that. The offerings were good. Again, not as good as the Polynesian, I thought. It's just, it's a nice perk as like any concierge level, but I wasn't blown away by it compared to the other concierge levels out there. But of course, if you're saving money and you're still getting concierge level, I think it's a great choice that you made.
Yeah, it's $400, which gives you enough money for the tickets to the not so scary Halloween party.
Absolutely.
Plus, you're still concierge level. That's not bad. It's not a bad deal. I probably would have done the same thing.
Cool. Noel, what's your favorite part of the Halloween party?
Trick-or-treating.
Oh, yeah? You like that?
Oh, yeah. That little path between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland where...
the Alice in Wonderland trail.
That is the best... Well, I don't know if it's such a good secret anymore, but it is the best path to gain all the candy you can because the cast members there are very generous.
Ooh, awesome.
And, I learned something. I was watching the Twitters last night between Matt and Disney Sean, a friend of ours has been on the show. He mentioned something I never knew, that if your child has peanut allergies, that you can go to City Hall on Main Street and ask for a special bag, and you won't get candy that has peanuts in it.
Really?
Ooh, yeah.
That's interesting.
So I never knew that
tip.
before. Yeah, I saw that for the first time last night. Disney Sean at Twitter.com, if you want to follow him. He has some great information. He's the one that posted that.
Good idea.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And along that lines, I've got to say, my parents did this last year with my niece and nephew. And how funny, because as adults, you think that Halloween's kind of more for the kids and the trick-or-treating. My parents had a blast going up and with their little bag and being kids again.
Yeah, you feel a little silly
so it
at
does give you a
first.
chance for everybody to get to trick-or-treat instead of just...
You do feel a little silly at first because it's supposed to be for the kids, but that goes away
Get
very
out of
quickly.
my way.
You may remember there's candy involved, Mike.
Exactly. No, you're right.
Getting dressed up is a great way to also get in the spirit of things. And as an adult, don't feel out of place or awkward for doing that. Once you get to the park over there, you're going to feel totally in place. You really aren't a spectacle by any means, so it's definitely something you should check out. It's interesting. The costume of choice this year seems to be, I don't think anyone I would not have guessed it. It's like Mario Brothers. I saw a bunch of Mario and Luigi's around the park.
Really?
Huh. Yeah. Is that coming back maybe? Is there a game or a movie coming back?
Or it was on sale at Target. I don't know.
It's last year's costumes.
Interesting.
Right. I mean, it was just, I saw a bunch of them, and I was like, wow. And you notice it because in September, the earlier you go, the less people get dressed up, at least adults. And it was interesting.
Halloween costumes aren't even on sale in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And Disney's been having Halloween parties for how long now?
About a week or so, 2 weeks.
Okay, so
Have you not been to Walmart yet? They were there today.
No. Although I was at
Maybe it's because you were overseas there, Lynn. Maybe that's the problem.
same calendar. I was at a sporting goods store today, and they'd actually cleared out all of their football and softball stuff, which are fall sports, and started bringing in their winter jackets and hats. Like, dude, it's 92 degrees outside. What are you selling?
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for us today. I want to thank our sponsor, www.wallpaper.com. Pictures from Walt Disney World on your iPhone, iPad, or iTouch. Enjoy the magic at Disney World every day. WDWPix has over 40 high-quality photos to your device to use as backgrounds and wallpapers. Wallpapers from the Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and the Disney Resorts. Disney World images right on your iPhone or iPad. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, you can visit us at the WDW website at wdwtoday.com. For Len Testa, Mike Scopa, Mike Newell, and the fabulous Annette Owens, I'm Matt Hotchkiss. We'll see you on the next show.
Stupid Judy, stupid energy.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio.